Ladies and gentlemen, I am Hypo, and welcome back to Elder Scrolls Guides. Oh no, he's run away. Yep, today we're going to be talking about the race selection. Now there are 9 playable races, 10 if you include the Imperial Edition, which is, an extra cost. The races are varied in what they do. Now the first one I will say is that the first skill you get granted to you by the game is useless. Do not let that affect your decision. It is outright useless. It's if I think it's, you got Breton. Now Bretons have an increases experience gain with the light armor skill line by 15%. Okay, you get increased light armor experience gain. Sounds alright, but you gain experience in this game so easily, especially on your armor and your weapons, which is what the racial abilities are, that they become very, very pointless. And plus, once you've maxed it out, it's basically a skill that has absolutely no point whatsoever, because you can't once it's maxed out, you cannot earn any more XP. So do not let this skill dictate what race you choose. So with Breton, it's light armor. No, yeah, it is light armor with Breton. Then you've got the destruction staffs with high elves, etc., etc. Your race will sort of decide what class you become, and vice versa. So, if you want to be a specific race, then you have to kind of choose a class that fits in with it. Or if you want to be a specific class, you have to, be a specific race to fit in with it. But that isn't always true, as I will explain in future videos. Now, you've got your orcs, which are your kind of your brutish kind of characters. They've got like increased health and max health and max stamina. It goes up when you select these passive abilities through your races. They've also got health regeneration in combat, and they have reduces sprint cost by a certain percentage and increased sprint speed. Now these are actually fairly quick characters, so they're going to be faster than most of the others. Others can get abilities and skills to increase their speed, like mages can do like a teleportation thing. So you want to go on to somebody like ESO head. I will supply a link. They have a very good calculator there, a skill calculator. You will have all the skills, and you will have all the racial passives as well. So just go take a look at that, see which character kind of fits your play style, and then just go from there. But don't let this be the be-all and end-all, because whereas people will say high elf, they make great wizards because of their increased magicka recovery and increased magicka. They'll also have which increases damage with certain spells. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say now is that if you choose a Dragon Knight and you primarily choose the skills from the Dragon Knight class, like Ardent Flame, you use the passives and the Draconic power, and you're only selecting skills from the class and from the weapon trees, it has no effect on what race you play. Because if you're not going to select any of the racial passives, there is absolutely no point in selecting a race that suits the class, because you're not using the race to its full potential. Argonians, there's no reason you can't have an Argonian Death Knight or a High Elf Death Knight. High Elves are generally for mages, but why not? Just jump in, play a high elf death knight. Sorry, I mean dragon knight. Too much World of Warcraft, I do apologise. I haven't played that game in years, but if you want to be a dragon knight and you want to be an elf, do it. There is no reason you can't. It shouldn't be, your selection should not be based on the racial passives, because you can boost your character in other areas by not selecting the racial passives. They help, don't get me wrong, and they might kind of bork you later game, but you're better off choosing something that you prefer, something that you enjoy, something that you're going to have fun playing, rather than just jump in and just do what everyone else is doing. So, yep, go check out ESO Head and, have a play around on there, and I shall catch you later.